Now let me ask you a very important question. How much more did you know about your job on the day before you went on vacation than you knew 24 hours earlier? Not a lot, is that right? And yet you were dramatically more productive. And the reason you were is because you were motivated. When you begin to understand that, yes, there are some things that we can do, when we learn that failure really is an event, it is not a person. That yesterday really did end last night, and today's a brand new day. When you understand that, then we can move forward. And as I indicated earlier, it's not what happened in your past that makes that much difference. You see, the past is important, but it's the way we see our future that's going to make the difference. Let me also put this mild disclaimer in there. Enthusiasm is great, but it's like running in the dark. You might get there, but you might get killed on the way. Unless you have done what you did the night before. That is, you developed a plan of action, and that's so important. I don't believe there's anybody in this country that is excited about positive thinking as I am. And I think one of the reasons for that is I understand what it will do, but I also understand what it won't do. I get a little unhappy and concerned when I hear some highly motivated individual stand up and say, man, with positive thinking, you can just do anything. Folks, that simply is not true. That is not positive thinking. That is New Age thinking. Now, New Age thinking simply says, in essence, all is one, and one is all, and I am God. Well, there are three things I know. Number one, there is a God. Number two, it ain't me. You see, folks, unrealistic expectations are the seedbed of depression. If you think all you got to do is think positive, then, ladies and gentlemen, you're headed for a downfall. That positive thinking is step one. What positive thinking will do is let you use the ability which you have. That is awesome. But it will not let you use something you do not have. Positive thinking won't let you do anything, but it will let you do everything better than negative thinking will. Now, you mentioned that you did 2 or 3 times as much work the day before you went on vacation as normal. What I'm talking about here is 1 or 2% increase. What I'm talking about is something that when you finish a task, you decisively move to the next one, and here's where your value to your company dramatically goes up, because other people, whether you know it or not, are watching you. And when you move decisively, instead of trying to cut you off at the pass, they literally will move aside and let you go. That's a literal truth. How many of you have noticed that as a general rule, people with nothing to do want to do it with you? Let me tell you, discipline is one of the most beautiful words ever. The word discipline is one that ought to bring on, smiles instead of frowns. What do they teach in the military? It's discipline and focus and decisiveness and goals and organization and responsibility. They teach all of these things. These are the qualities that will make a good salesperson, a good husband, a good wife, a good doctor, a good lawyer, a good mechanic. You stayed with one until you finished it. You were persistent. You became a team player, as we mentioned, and your energy level at the end of that day was high, real high. You were so tickled with what you'd been able to do. Man alive, when you're the most exhausted? That's at the end of the day when you've had to try to fool the boss that you really are busy. That you're even more productive and serve even more people, remembering, of course, that you really can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. Motivation is the key. Knowledge founded on truth gives you power, but it's motivation which is the switch that releases that power. So the motivation really is important. But the knowledge you acquire has to go with it. Knowledge founded on truth gives you power, and motivation is the switch that releases that power.